Hello my friends, it's Bella, welcome to Beauty on a Budget and another fun-packed lockdown Thursday. How are we all doing? I think we're all finding things difficult in our own ways, aren't we? And we're all trying to sort of make the most of the time and, you know, be good and stay indoors and social distancing and so forth. I think the majority of us are trying that, aren't we? One of the things I found that I am finding the hardest, without any doubt whatsoever, is not the fact that I've got to stay indoors all the time. It's the fact that I'm not in my own home. It just turned out like that. Those of you that follow me know why. It just turned out that lockdown came when I wasn't in my own area, so Baz and I are here. But I found that really hard because of your own things around you. And it's not only my makeup stash, oh my goodness, I miss out on my clothes or my own toiletries, or it's just the things that you do every day, totally unconsciously. But when you're not in your own home, you have to think about things more. And you know, we're so grateful for our friend who's, you know, led us the flat. But as I said before, he's a guy on his own, so he doesn't have the sort of things indoors that, you know, a couple would or a family would. So you're kind of making the most of what you've got there. Now, you know, most of you know that I lost a lot of weight last year. I went vegan about 18 months ago and I felt so much better for that. I'm very careful with my vegan diet. I make sure I take any supplements I have to take. And this is not about diet. It's about how I'm coping with the lifestyle that I chose, I guess. And for lots of other reasons, I prefer to stay vegan now. If you don't, you know, that's fine. Whatever works for you, works for you. This is not a debate about the correct diet. It's just saying it's a little bit harder in times like this because I haven't got my own things around me. I haven't got my own food prep around me. And I'm making the most of what, you know, what's here. Now, I'm a very careful eater. I'm very conscious of what I eat, but I'm also a comfort eater. And I think at times like this, I should imagine 80% of us will hold our hands up and say, yes, we've been comfort eating, yeah? It's not that I've gone off of eating vegan. I don't want to eat animal products anymore. That's my choice. I haven't gone off of that, but it's a type of animal products I've been eating. I'll give you a for instance. Okay, so just for instance, these are brought from just the vegan counter in the supermarket, and they are corn bakes. So it's all vegan stuff. It's all vegan stuff, but I'd make my own if I was at home. I'd make my own with tofu and I'd do it myself. And I'd use the certain breadcrumbs and I'd do it myself. It's vegan, but it's not what I'd eat if I was at home. Well, not on a regular basis anyway. This is a pizza, it's all wrapped up. It's got all the vegetables on it. There's no cheese on it. It's all made with hummus and the wholemeal base. So it's vegan. It's not eating meat, but it's not the way I would eat at home. I tend to be more plant-based and as much natural as I possibly can. So as near to being fresh or grown as I possibly can. It's much, much harder here, much harder here. So I want to show you a couple of things that I've done with the very limited amount of products that I've got around me. Because I can feel it. I can feel, we've been locked down 4 weeks now, and I can feel bloat. I don't think I've got on the scales. you know, my clothes fit the same and everything's the same, but I can feel bloat. I can see bloat in my face. I can feel like a, whether it's water retention or, I don't know, but I don't feel this way when I just stay plant-based. I've been into plants and nuts and seeds and corn and, you know, but as I said, my jeans are the same, my trousers are fitting the same, everything's the same, but I can feel like a bloat around me, and I don't normally feel that. I can feel it, really feel it in my face. And I can only put it down to that, to the different type of eating that I've been doing. So I wanted to share with you a couple of things that I'm trying to do, to sort of, I'll eat up what I've got here now, because it would be a waste. I'd eat that up. But a couple of things I'm trying to, in this very, very limited place that I've got, that I'm trying to, you know, put in. Now, as I said, I'm a comfort eater. So what I've got here, this is just a bowl. I had to go and buy this. This is just blueberries, which I absolutely love, all the fruits washed, apple chopped up, and that's 2 mangoes. And they're just in the base like that. Nothing on them at all. And then I put on, you don't have to, you can use, for instance, hang on guys, you can use a sweetener if you like. This is stevia. If you're going to use any sweetener, use stevia, I would say. Or you can use a syrup, a natural syrup. That's the golden syrup. I'm going to use a little bit of stevia. I think I've got another one up there that's already open. And I'm just going to sprinkle that on top, as you would if you add sugar. You know, you're making a fruit crumble. I like it quite sweet, so I just sprinkle it on top like that. Now the next thing I'm going to do, this is porridge oats, natural whole milk porridge oats, organic porridge oats, and I'm going to put some of that in the saucepan. A little bit in the saucepan like this. I've got no measurements. You know when you just do it so many times, you know. And then I've got some, this is still water, make sure you use still, and it's the mango and passion fruit water. You know, the waters that you can buy? I'm going to use that. Not milk, I just use the water. I don't use soya or anything like that. Okay, so when I put that water in, I'm just going to mix that together in the saucepan. And put more in because I want it, I'm going to heat it up. I want it quite a runny consistency. So all that's in there is water, is oats, which just, you know, plain oats like this, and mix that up to a runny porridge consistency, because that's all it is really. It's just a okay guys, so next we'll heat it up. You know what porridge looks like, don't you? Very, and if you put the mango water in, it just makes it taste nicer because I don't add the milk in it. And then I pour that over the top. It's hard to do to see here. I pour that over the top of those fruits. That's it. Just pour that over the top. Now, I would put that in the oven like that and just bake that slowly so it doesn't burn the top of the porridge but it softens the fruits. I would put that in the oven for about a quarter of an hour. Just keep checking it, and I would leave it like that. But so as I said, I just put that in the oven just as it is. But today I wanted to make it just a little bit more tangy. So I've put, there's about half a dozen ginger nuts in there that I've blitzed in the food blender. Any biscuits, if you go onto Google or just Google plant-based foods, I prefer to do them vegan foods, just plant-based foods, and you will come up with a lot of things. I mean, I use Plant Life, but you can use a lot of sites. But that's because it's near to me, and I know you guys are living all over the place. So to say one or other shop is, you know, probably not fair, because you may not be able to get from there. So if you Google plant-based food, online food stores, there will be lots and lots and lots of them. And make sure they're reputable. Look at the, you know, obviously the reviews on them and so forth. But these are organic vegan ginger snaps, and I have put in 4 or 5 or 6 of these in a food processor. I blended them up, blitzed them up, and they're just like a topping. I wouldn't do this at home all the time, because it's just I just wouldn't do it at home all the time, but I just put that over the top. Some of them don't blitz up very well. I eat that bit. You see, this would have been this food processor. My one would have blitzed it. I must stop moaning about it. So that's that. That's just giving that a topping. I'm going to put that in the oven there for about 20 minutes, but I'm going to keep checking to see if it's alright. I'm quite a low gas mark. Okay, so I've just taken it out of the oven after about 20 minutes. You can see the juices of the fruit have come out around the edge. It smells gorgeous. I'm going to dish them up now. So there we are, guys. That's it all in the bowl. See, it's all piping hot. The fruit's softened. All the fruit juices have gone through the porridge and into the crumbs, and it's absolutely lovely. So that's my little tip. It's not so much a lot of the things I do at home, but occasionally. But here I'm trying to do the very, very best I can to not eat as much processed food as I can. Of course, with the lockdown and everything, things have not been available the same, and I've relied on online deliveries. So things are slightly different. My freezer is nowhere near, the freezer here is nowhere near as big as mine, so I'm limited of what I can buy at a time. You've just got to go with the flow. I'm just trying to go with the flow. Yes, things would be a lot easier if I was at home, but hey ho, I'm not, so we're going to make the most of it. Okay, so I hope you enjoyed that. Have I ever cooked before? It's very rarely I do. Very rare. I'm not the cook. My friend Jeanette Pickering is the cook. She's a baker. She is a fantastic baker. I will link her channel below. If you want someone who can cook, if you want someone who tries her best, I'm your girl. I'll see you tomorrow, guys. You take care now. God bless. Bye.